Yeah, that League Two playoff. No, the League Two final day of the season. Was that the final day of the season?
Regular season.
Oh my God. The maddest story I can remember.
That is like, again, movie stuff.
Yeah.
Of like, we have to score 7 goals today. When does that ever come up?
Yeah, and I think because Northampton were playing as well that day, and they, like, if they had won by more, but I think they drew actually. But the long story short, like the team talk going out was, lads, we need to win by 7 goals.
Yeah,
and they did it.
Yeah, they were helped by the worst keeper I've seen since Geronimo Rulli.
If I was Northampton Town, I'd be calling for an inquisition here into that goalie. What the hell was that? The scored the keeper. He threw the first 3 in.
Yeah.
The final ones were kind of sweeping, like just the momentum was with them.
Yeah,
they were
good goal.
playing great football.
Stuff, yeah. You're scoring free kicks in League 1 or League 2. Like.
And this time of season, you think, oh yeah, beach football, people on the beach. These were like in promotion. To lose 7-0, well, it's when they weren't, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, they weren't. But like
Neither were Bristol.
That was the first time Bristol Rovers were in automatic qualification all season, apparently. Yeah. Last kick, that 7th goal, which resulted in an invasion from the crowd and blue flares. They had to get the fans off the pitch. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Glenn Whelan.
What have you done?
The evergreen Glenn Whelan still knocking around there in League 2, getting promoted automatically.
League 1 now, he's back. He's on the way up.
We'll see. Often the case, these players go, thanks for all your work, Glenn.
We've got a bit more money now.
Now we're going to buy a Diego Wizkid to be in your position.
Footballinho.
Yeah, Footballinho just has a bit more zing, a bit more pep.
No, honestly, that is nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been on that road before. They're imposters.
I think to ask me, for my opinion, a little bit unfair. But in between that, there was drinks. Why are you talking rubbish?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a No Nonsense podcast with Carl and Will. And just like that, folks, it's all over.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah, we were like, I think we ended the last episode like, this is going to be an exciting end to the season, and then one game week, and we always knew this was a possibility. Yeah, all it took was one loss, or the worst possible outcome, a draw in Tottenham versus Liverpool, which means the top 4 is it's still Arsenal, so it's never over till it's over.
Yeah.
But in the case of Man City, it's definitely over.
I couldn't imagine them fucking slipping up.
I mean, this was the game you're like, oh, they're going to be shook after the Champions League. Yeah. Newcastle, this was set down a marker for them. They're playing for their contracts. They want to be part of this great Newcastle journey,
They're just tired. They're playing in Europe.
Yeah.
Nope.
No chance, man.
5-0.
But it was the likes of Sterling who didn't play, really.
Yeah. And also, what do Newcastle have to play for?
Their contracts.
That's true, yeah.
Are you any worth this club? Are we going to buy in a whole... Are we going to buy in... Spend 100 million in January. How much are you going to spend in summer?
I'm buzzing for that. I can't wait to see.
But the people aren't buzzing there, the likes of Kieran Clark and, even the likes of Dan Burns. Like, you're just in, but if there's better out there, they will buy him and you'll be out in your arse.
Could you see Pogba at Newcastle?
I think in January, if this was the situation, I was definitely. But after seeing how well they did in January, I'm thinking they would never buy Pogba.
Yeah, they're not going for the obvious choices.
No, I can see Pogba at Everton.
We'll give you anything.
No, I think Newcastle. That's why those Newcastle players are in serious trouble now. After that drumming, because they're clearly not up to it.
And Saudi and the City owners don't like each other, don't they?
Yes, because Saudi Arabia were illegally streaming.
Yes.
Was it Premier League games?
Sports or something.
Yeah, BN Sports.
Their TV channel was using streams to show, which is hilarious.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
All the more in the world.
It'd be like if you go into this podcast, the second captain starts playing.
It's worse than that. It's like if RTE were streaming BBC shows. Yeah. I'm just thinking that no one find out. Like, it's that illegal. So they really think, fuck those guys. They have as much money as we do, and they were trying to steal our shit,
Yeah, they're not going to take kindly to that, the hammering.
Yeah. So, a great day for a much-needed great day for those poor Man City owners. They needed a win over that is actually a derby, an owner derby, which I don't think has ever happened before. Usually the owners are so detached they don't even care. Yeah. This one really meant something.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, City, this is all they have left now.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Which, usually they have the Carabao Cup wrapped up at this point.
Is this a disappointing season to steamroll the league?
Well, this thing, they're only barely winning the league.
That's true. But I think that's just because the other team are also freaks. Like.
Yes. But I know you're familiar with online memes and content. Will has the words 1 billion squad. Have you seen that recently?
Oh my God. Every day.
And if we're aware of that, then the owners who spent the 1 billion are also aware of that. We spent 1 billion to win the league. I mean, looks like Liverpool nearly did that with a lot less money. So you don't win any cups, which are always kind of dressing, I guess, for Man City. The big one is Champions League and League.
Yeah.
Always has been, always will be, really. The FA Cup kind of differs from different generations, different years.
Yeah.
It's always the league and Champions League. So to only barely win the league, with all the money you spent, it's not the best return on your investment, I don't think.
Yeah, what are you really paying this money for? Because it's like, I get if you're getting the success from the trophies, like it's like a thing you can show off. Like, look, we did it. But it's not like it's not boosting. You still don't hear of any City fans or.
No.
I saw a thing the other day. It was like the top club Reddits or subreddits.
Yeah.
And like by most posts a day or something, City is like, I think 18th or 19th. And they're like steamrolling European football every year.
Yeah.
Winning the league. That's just no one cares.
Yeah.
So you have to win the trophies because you're not doing it for anything else.
No, and I mean, the Galactico model that Real Madrid had, the model was that they would have superstars.
Yeah.
Like R9, superstar. Zidane, like large in life, almost like a mythical creature.
Yeah.
Raúl, Figo, like household names.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne is excellent, but he's not that kind of a large in life.
He's not a marketing guy.
He's a family man.
Yeah.
He's a really, really efficient, good player. When he signed that contract, was it last year? He had some analytics company.
Yeah.
Try to predict the future of success.
They're like, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, and the data came back positive, so he signed the contract. Like, wow. And then did you do the cocaine hookers after that, or when did you do that? Or did you just go home and eat some chicken breasts and rice?
Yeah.
The biggest star they had in terms of like a Galactico type personality was Toure.
Yeah.
And Pep got rid of him straight away.
Hated him.
That's not what this is about.
Yeah.
But really, that is what it should be about. If you're trying to be
if you're putting money in, you want money back.
Well, if you're trying to be a club that like success and I don't know, like Man City are successful obviously, but like it's all about the individual players.
Yeah.
The cult of personality.
You're not seeing fucking Riyad Mahrez on billboards around the place.
No, because he's just a link in the chain. The best players, you would say, probably Ruben Diaz, not a tattoo in sight.
No.
Clean shaven, short back in size, gets the job done. De Bruyne, like say, family man. I mean, Sterling's kind of on the peripheries. Anyone who might have the potential to be like a superstar, or who's been like
Pep doesn't like them.
Yeah, anybody controversial? No. So if you want to do the Galactico model of like loads of money, success, partying, the Dubai lifestyle kind of thing, none of them will be caught dead in Dubai, partying it up. So maybe that's why they're going to sign Pogba.
They might do actually. Yeah.
Maybe that's why they want Pogba.
But also, like, that's the thing as well of it's like the Tevez move where it's just like, look what we did. You don't actually need him. It's just like, it's a nice little fuck you. And he's probably going to play well because you've been treated him, or he feels he's been treated badly. So, like,
Abu Dhabi would love to have had the French national team.
Yeah.
With Pogba in there.
Yeah.
A successful team. And then you got a Pogba large life character.
Yeah, Mr. fucking, I think he's like the face of Adidas.
Yeah. And you could say, look, Pogba won the World Cup for France. Yeah. If that's how you'd market it. Because he's the big star. He's the personality. Actually, did you see people really hate Pogba?
Yeah.
Did you see they had the footage of him doing his rehab alongside Roy Keane doing his rehab?
No way.
Why do they have footage of Roy Keane doing rehab? I would not want to go near Roy Keane coming back from an injury. Imagine how tense he would be.
Like Triple H coming back from an injury.
Honestly, yeah. Like he's in, I guess it's probably whenever it is crucial at that time. So like late 90s, was it? Or mid 90s? And it's like one of those old gym machines, like kind of white cream machine. Don't look like they're.
Looks like a fax machine.
It looks like a printing press.
Yeah.
He has his legs strapped up to this printing press, and he's like kicking it. And it's like one of those, like say, it's a really old gym piece of equipment, probably stayed the art at the time, but you know, and then it's Pogba alongside doing like bands, and he's like dancing, shaking his arse, and he's like doing this to the camera, like making faces and stuff side by side. It's so, I like the old Roy Keane footage is so grey, and like that's just what it is. And it's like a really colourful gym, it's like a mural on the wall. Pogba's like dancing around. Come back from his rehab against Liverpool, you know.
Yeah, coming back from his injury where he just walked off the pitch as soon as a goal went in.
Yeah.
I'm out for the season now, actually.
So that's me. I think that's what they need. Something like that. When you're winning, that's fine.
Yeah.
When you're winning all the trophies, it's like, yeah, Pogba's the man. When you're losing, it's like, this is the reason we're losing.
Yeah, I mean, there was the period of time for United where it was like every week Lingard and Pogba would not stop dancing.
Yeah.
And it was just like, we need to end this. This has to end.
Our people were predicting what dance Lingard would do when he scored.
A lifetime ago.
And yeah, I suppose, City won 5-0, Liverpool draw 1-1 with Tottenham.
Yeah.
Now, like, it was already in City's hands, it wasn't in Liverpool's hands, to be fair. But it's now less in their hands.
Yeah.
Before they needed to draw because they had better goal difference, which could happen.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
We've seen it. I think they've drawn against Crystal Palace and they drew against someone else, which you thought, that was a strange one.
Yeah, they had a few slip-ups.
But you couldn't see them losing unless they're playing Tottenham for a third time.
Or Liverpool.
Yeah. Either one. Yeah, I think they drew Liverpool, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. 2-2.
So you can get a draw out of City, but a loss is a big ask.
Tough.
Especially for the likes of Aston Villa, Wolves, and West Ham.
Yeah.
I can't see them beating City.
West Ham, I don't think... well, they're out of the conference.
Yes.
Can they still get the conference this season?
Yeah, I guess they could make a push for it. They'd have to need other results to go their way as well because there's a few teams ahead of them. And there's not that many games left.
Yeah.
I think it's more like...
It's hard anyway.
They've had a good season or whatever. You saw the clips of poor old Declan Rice in the tunnel.
Oh,
crying, whinging.
Corruption.
Yeah.
And just a few days after seeing Grealish just get crashing out of Europe as well.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, all right. I saw a tweet is that they said it was like at Gary Neville. It was like, I think Declan Rice is looking for that game of golf now, Gary, or something to that effect. You know, but like, the point being, it's been a good season for them, and it was like this European run and all that, and now it's kind of like, and that was actually the Europa League. To be fair, that was
Europa.
Yeah, because Leicester in conference. So that was the Europa. They almost got to the Europa League final, didn't.
That's huge as well. And especially when you see what Villarreal did after winning the Europa League final, you can go on a run. Like
it's a huge. It would have been to get Champions League football.
Yeah.
So it is disappointing, but at the same stage, I guess it comes down to David Moyes and how do you spin this? You say, right, it's a great season. Let's push again.
Talk about David Moyes fucking leathering a ball at the ball boy's head.
Yeah. On the volley.
Oh my God, he was so angry. He fucking rifled it right at his head.
Did he get a big fine for that? He must get a big fine for that.
Surely to God. He's like foaming at the mouth and like grinding his teeth. And there's like two angles of it. There's one angle where it's like from behind him, you see him rifling the ball just because it came at him. And like the ball boy's turning around, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
But then there's another amazing angle where the camera is like looking up at Moyes. So you don't actually see what's going on because it's zoomed in his face. So it's just like spit coming out and grinding. And you just see his body flail angrily.
The nigga swung his body to the side.
Oh, God.
What a way to go out of Europe.
What a way. Go out with a bang. Kicking and screaming, literally, in terms of David Moyes and Rice collectively, kicking and screaming at the referee. No, it was a tough loss for them, but they're now faced with, do we make a push for Europe or do we just say, fuck this?
Yeah.
Is Declan Rice going to leave? Do people need Declan Rice? Who needs Declan Rice?
He's very expensive. They want like 150 million for him.
Yeah, they're doing the Harry Kane though.
Yeah, they're doing. Yeah, it's like we're not actually going to sell him.
Yeah.
But some clubs would be like, we'll pay it.
I could see him going to. I mean, Chelsea probably won't at this point. Not with the new owners.
No, yeah, I don't know how that works. I'm surely they have bills to pay.
Well, it's just
that money's probably not going to clear for a while.
You have a 1.5 billion loan to pay back to a Russian oligarch. Never a good situation to be in, Will.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Look, speak from experience. You don't owe Russian oligarchs any money.
Yeah,
I've seen rock and roller.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that loosely about Chelsea? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. This has been going for a long time.
I did see, so their new owners are the owners of the LA Dodgers. And apparently they run the Dodgers really well.
The LA tax Dodgers, am I right, folks?
Yeah. They run them really well and like buy and invest. And like I saw people being like, this is a great owner for the club. I think the entire top 6 is owned by Americans now. Maybe except for Spurs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, like apart from City as well. But I think Spurs are trying to sell to Americans.
Yeah.
United are Americans. Liverpool Americans.
Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and United are all American ones.
Yeah. And it's like all like, we care more about the MLB and the NFL. Football is just a fun little thing.
This will be one to make money off, perhaps.
Yeah, like they're not going to invest in all of the things, surely. Especially when the other things are doing well.
Look, like we said, what, 1.5 billion loan?
Yeah.
As in, that's how much.
Why do you buy it? I don't understand.
The Abramovich thing.
Well, why would anyone buy like a Chelsea?
Oh, a Chelsea, sorry.
Would you not buy like fucking Southampton and pump $1 billion in rather than spend $4 billion and get none of it back?
Yeah.
It never makes sense to me.
Well, I guess when say, they bought City, that was Southampton.
Yeah, that's true.
That is definitely the move. But like at this point now, you got Newcastle, you got City, you got Chelsea, you got Arsenal, Liverpool. You're not going to bust that up now.
Yeah.
Like we'll see how Newcastle do with the most money in the world.
Yeah,
but
like by far.
You'd have to be that level to try and bust in the Premier League. And I mean, I guess you could do it with like say a Turkish club or a Greek club. Like the return on investment would never come back to you.
No, yeah.
You'd
have to win the Champions League.
You have to win the Greek league, 10 times over.
And we know that's no easy feat.
Not with the Olympiacos with the refs in their pockets. Yeah. Don't get me started. But I don't know. I don't know the exact financials of it or why they do it. Is it for a bit of fun? Is it for, for connections?
Yeah.
Getting into the market in England, getting into London. God knows exactly what the motivations are. But maybe it's money laundering. I really don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess the good news for Chelsea is that they do have owners now.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, the bad news is they drew 2-2 at Wolves. After being up 2-0.
Crumbled.
Absolutely
crumbled.
After my man Lukaku.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because it's garbage time. It's officially garbage time.
Fine, it's always been his thing of like he'll score whenever you're a goal up or when it doesn't matter. And then when you need him most, he's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
This is it. This is that time.
Save for that couple years at Inter, which Antonio Conte, very good manager, I guess.
Well, I think Inter are nearly winning the league this year, aren't they? Without any of those people.
Yeah, but I mean, I saw it was like Dzeko is lording up there in the Serie A, but sometimes the peak comes later on. Look at Benzema, look at Lewandowski. Yeah. Maybe he just got that cuteness in him now.
Yeah, he
was always a good player, They still have like Sanchez and Martinez.
Yeah,
they were playing last year as well. I don't know. Like obviously the manager matters, but like it is still the players as well. They lost Hakimi.
Yeah.
They lost Lukaku, which I mean,
Yeah.
When you bring in Dzeko, it's probably just as good.
Yeah, 100%. But a lot less hassle as well.
They still have your man Barella for Italy, so they still have a good team over there. I don't know. I just think Chelsea now with Lukaku scoring, they'll hold on to that third spot.
Yeah. Pretty safe.
I know they drew, obviously. That was a bit of a disaster. But with the owners coming in now, it's a bit more stability. I think it's probably going to be all right for the last half of the season.
Also now it's like we've owners there. They might not like you if you don't play well.
Yeah.
They might like this is your and for them, like especially American owners, it could literally be their first impression of you.
Yeah.
So like they could, if you were a fucking, I don't know, Reece James and you had an amazing game, they'd be like, he's one of the best footballers I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
We need to hang on to him no matter what.
Well, this is the thing, the players Chelsea have, you think, Jesus, like, how have they got to this point? I mean, they are still in third and they got knocked out by fate, I guess, against Real Madrid. But like the biggest failure for Tuchel, I think, is the relationship with Lukaku.
Yeah.
Like that is the biggest one.
Yeah, because some managers could do it, some can't.
But like everything else was going fine, and then it was just when the goals shot up. It was him and Timo Werner. I don't think anybody blames for Timo Werner.
No, we all know what he does.
Because he's. Well, maybe you do blame for Timo Werner.
Maybe if you're a Chelsea fan.
The biggest problem is the strikers.
Yeah.
Neither strikers ever got going, and he obviously had a very public falling out with Lukaku. Like that was the key to it all. If you had someone, let me look at Arsenal. Like those 5 games they lost, I think they had 60 shots. You need someone to be able to put the ball in the goal, you know. Yeah. Hardest thing in football.
Yeah, put it in the onion sack.
Put it in the onion net. You know, you can hold on possession, you can do all the right plays, the triangles, all you want, but you need somebody to be able to finish it off.
Yeah.
And when you had Lukaku going well at one point after Christmas, then he had that interview where he's like, yeah, I'm probably the best player here. This system fucking sucks. I wish I was at Inter, but, you know, I guess I'll just keep that here. Tuchel just said, all right, you know what? Let him think that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use him to win the Champions League and whatever. Like, you know, he obviously got taken aback by that and all that stuff. So, I don't know. I think that's the biggest failure for Tuchel and Chelsea is the Lukaku situation.
Is he just... surely it's just now a case of, like, the teams he's playing don't really care.
Yeah.
So they're not fucking trying as hard. And also, you want to move in summer. I can't imagine he's being kept there this summer. Surely that was, like, embarrassing for the club to go through all that shit.
Again, if this has been no war in Ukraine, Tuchel should be gone months ago.
Yeah, 100%.
Lukaku may still be here next year, but made to sit in the bench as they brought in Martinez or Lewandowski, something like that, you know. Yeah. Because the investment is made already and they've just bought the club, they're going to keep Tuchel because he's a good manager. They're going to keep Lukaku because they spent 100 million on him last year. Yeah. You know, I think they'll give one more season to try and figure it out. Normally, no, but I think just because the situation is now,
it's such an odd one.
Yeah, to go and to invest another 100 million to another striker,
spent billions.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that's the on. What else was the Arsenal game versus Leeds?
Easily called.
I did call it easily, and it started off fast Eddie, 2 goals. It was like, we found the Messiah. And then Arsenal thought, well, this game is over.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
And Leeds had 1 shot on target, 1 corner, 1 shot on target, 1 goal.
Fuck.
And then the commentator of the game was like, they half the lead. And I was like, technically, yes, they have. Fuck. We're only two goals up. Are you serious? And then I was like, Arsenal going to lose this. Arsenal going to bottle this.
Here it comes.
They brought on, I don't know who they brought. I think it was on Dan James or something like that. And they had a note. And they gave it to Calvin Phillips. And I don't know what the note said, but I could guess the note said, Everton are winning.
Yeah.
We have to win this game or at least draw. So it doesn't matter if we lose 3-1, 4-1 or 2-1. We have to try and get a goal here.
Yeah.
And it was dicey after that. They are really going for it. Yeah, I don't know.
The note is just like,
The note them said, Everton winning, we need to get a goal. Fuck, you know, if we concede, it doesn't actually fucking matter. So I don't want a goal difference coming into points.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arsenal should have won that game in the first half by more, but they didn't.
We're counting down till one of the maddest North London derbies, I'd imagine.
Yes.
It's very rare that there's so much on the line. A lot of the times over the last few years, there's been nothing on the line.
No, it's been just kind of
like the battle of 5th and 6th or things like that. Like, but this is a big one.
The battle of fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, this one is crazy. Beforehand, it was in Arsenal's hands, and now it's more so in Arsenal's hands because they got the win and Tottenham obviously drew. Yeah. But I think all Tottenham can do now is beat Arsenal, and then hope that Arsenal. Well, then now it's back in Arsenal's court again. Okay, now win your rest games. You can't lose anymore now.
Yeah.
If Arsenal beat Tottenham, it's over. Yeah. I think even mathematically might be close.
I think mathematically, yeah.
So it's huge for Tottenham. Arsenal, I think, will probably try and hold on the entire game.
Yeah, desperately.
It's not very good defending, anyways.
That's not a game I think you can hang on in, though.
If Tottenham score first, it'll be a good game.
Yeah.
Early. First and early goal,
straight away.
But I think about this one, right? Here's a hypothetical for you. Right, you're Harry Kane.
Oh, cool.
How do you feel about that? Straight away. Yeah. You'd rather be Will Byrne?
Not happy.
Okay, well, fair enough. He's a year older, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, I'm finished.
You've already lost enough years, your 20s. You can't be losing any more. You're Harry Kane.
Right.
Somehow, Tottenham qualify for top 4.
Mm-hmm.
You've had a pretty good season in the end. You've got 13 assists and 8 goals.
I would argue I've probably been the best player apart from Son, as usual.
Yeah. Speaking of Son, he's doing pretty well too.
Yeah.
He's not lost a step.
Yeah.
Also, this Kulchevsky guy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
He's pretty good too.
Yeah.
We've got a pretty good squad here.
Things are coming together.
Bentancur at the back. Yeah. Whoa. I mean, I thought
Conte's still here.
Conte's still here. He's a good manager.
I know he's losing the rag every week, but he's still here.
You've got Champions League football. You've got a manager that people respect worldwide. Yeah. He can attract good players. He can buy good players. We've just seen that in January. Yeah. If you still have your left in you, which you think you do,
this is what you always wanted.
Is now the time to leave?
Yeah.
Is now the time to risk, say, going to a City or Man United change it all up.
But this is the thing. This has happened to him before. We're like, hey, we were just in the Champions League final. I'll sign a new contract. Things are going well. Immediately fell apart.
Well, I don't know what immediately. It fell off gradually.
You can see how quick it changes, though. All it takes is a few bad games. Conte is gone. Those players that liked Conte, they're gone.
Yeah.
And then you're still stuck here with the rest of your 9-year contract or whatever you're on.
But say last summer he was leaving because okay, this is totally gone. Dele Alli is a shadow of himself. Yeah. Eriksen's gone. The defense has crumbled. I mean, the solid defense which you built the whole thing on is gone. Lloris is a drunk. It's me and Son every week. They've got us found out. All they got to do is stop me or Son, and it's over. Now it's like a better squad, a manager who can he got Doherty playing well.
Yeah,
Doherty had his former Wolves manager there, couldn't get him playing well. Yeah, he's arguably the best manager ever had. Because I know Mourinho was there, but that Mourinho was not the good Mourinho.
This is post Man United Mourinho. He wasn't even good at Man United, but that was post the most public failing of his career.
Yeah, this isn't Chelsea Man United.
Yeah.
Or, Chelsea Mourinho, I should say. So this is whatever. There's only so many was left in his career. Maybe he goes on like Benzema, and he was excellent against Liverpool. Yeah. He made that goal that he scored.
Yeah, the worst pass I've ever seen to him. It was like a shot out of a cannon into the sky.
Just skied up in the air from Lucas Moura.
He took it down, got by 6 people, and then passed it off to who passed.
Yeah, he created the goal.
Yeah.
So it is going to rely on him still. It's not like he has a team of Galacticos around him, but it's probably the best situation he's been in at Tottenham since the Pochettino years. Plus a better manager, a more accomplished manager, someone who's been there before, he's won leagues before.
Yeah. You
go to Man United. Who's looking for Kane? Right? Probably not City.
No, they're getting Haaland.
They're getting Haaland. Man
United.
They could, but I mean, is that something you want to jump into?
And also, it's a Man United who've just literally ripped apart their backroom staff. They've no scouts at the moment. They've sacked them all. They have a new manager coming in. It seems like because they're right, this thing of signing players like Harry Kane is not working. It's the worst possible time for him to be maybe I'll look around.
Yeah. Chelsea
are not buying.
No, probably not.
Way.
You can't go to Arsenal.
Can't go to Arsenal. No.
Barred.
Wouldn't want them.
Not that they probably afford the 120 million or whatever Tom just said no, man.
Yeah.
He's not for
Are
sale.
You joking me?
No, come on, man. Who else? Liverpool?
No, he's not. He's too old for Liverpool.
Yeah.
They're barely want Salah.
yeah. They're not going to let Salah go and then pay Harry Kane something's a year younger.
Yeah.
So there's no, in terms of Premier League, you're talking Man United maybe, or you're going abroad.
Yeah.
Which is always a risk.
And a fucking, he's not old, but
no,
he's far enough into his career now where he's probably not I don't want to fucking ship my family off to Germany.
Well, this is the thing. It's you are going to move, if you're moving abroad, you're moving your young family and all that stuff. I don't know. I think
he's stuck.
I think last year was the time to move.
Yeah.
And he
blew it.
And he didn't blow it. I mean, his brother blew it. He blew it years ago by making his brother's agent, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know. I think if you're Harry Kane now,
I mean, I think the only places Madrid have no need for him. Even if Benzema were to get locked up, they have 4 teenagers waiting in the wings who are all savage.
They don't, man. For strikers,
well, not strikers, I suppose. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But say Real Madrid come in, they go, right, Benzema's great, but you're going to be the next Benzema. You're going to be playing when you're 34 here. That's the new plan. I don't think that is the plan.
No.
But if they're to say, right, Harry Kane, we want you in to give Benzema a break. There's no other strikers here. We won the league this year, but Barcelona won't be as bad next year. Yeah. Atletico won't be as
Barcelona,
bad.
Maybe. I could see them going for it. They don't care much about money.
It's just, it's a big risk because you know everything about Tottenham. You are the man there.
And even everything about the Premier League. You see week in, week out, the problems of all the clubs. You might not be so familiar with what's going on in Barca or Bayern Munich or PSG.
Nobody knows. Only people, we don't even know what's going on at Tottenham really, or what's up. He knows exactly what's going on. But I think if you're Harry Kane, you're going to stay here, aren't you? You're not going to. What if they do come in? What if the thing falls down? What if the Haaland thing falls down?
I don't know, because I think this is the first time where he's also with a manager who's savage, but it's a manager who wants as much for Spurs as Kane does. He's not going to stand for not getting players. Just the way Kane's if we don't get the players, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
so it's a good combo of it's the two of them at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know, like all it takes is one transfer to fall apart. We've seen it before at Conte. He's like, right, fuck this. You've let me down again. I'm out of here.
All it takes is for them to get Europa League and then Conte to leave.
Yeah.
Which will happen, Harry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, Arsenal have this wrapped up now.
Yeah. Again, huge North London derbies.
Huge.
Potentially Harry Kane's career on the line.
Yeah. And I suppose the opposite end of the table, the relegation. We mentioned Leeds there. They lost to Arsenal. They're now favourites to go down, Will.
Yeah. Which in the space of like 2 weeks.
I think it's 34, 34 and 35 is the standings. Burnley on 34.
34, yeah.
And Everton 35.
Everton are not going down.
Everton beat Leicester there. A bullshit Leicester team.
Yeah.
On the back of the Europa Conference League exit to
the end of their season.
To the once Arsenal target Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
I saw he beat some Roma record. Like, oh fuck, unbelievable! It was like his most goals in debut season by Totti. I think Totti was like 19.
Yeah.
I know it was still Totti, you know, but still, I go, this guy's 25. He's been around.
Yeah.
It's Tammy Abraham. He's not some fucking slouch here. But and a lot of his goals have come in the Europa Conference League, which Totti was not a part of.
Yeah.
So look, Tammy Abraham's going well. Roma was going well. Leicester were out. And did you see the post that Madsen put up there after the game?
No.
Generic kind of, we left it all there out in the line and, it didn't go our way. And people are playing going, you didn't leave it out in the line. That's a lie. You didn't try hard enough at all. And then, of course, you replied, like, well, with all due respect, you know what you're talking about, pal. We work hard every day, you know. God.
No, never replied.
Yeah. I've won many fights on the internet. Yeah. How about you, Will?
Yeah. A similar story in Norwich. Brandon Williams is on loan from United.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's had a bad few weeks with fans booing him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Norwich lost 4-0 the other day.
They did.
And Brandon Williams put up on his story a picture of what a beautiful day and a middle finger like that.
Got him.
I think he tagged Norwich. He's still playing there for the next few weeks.
Man.
Just what you want to see from your youth prospects at the club.
Well, look, Man United loanee, fuck him. Yeah. That's probably what they're thinking. Yeah. But anyways, Madsen then doesn't start. You take out the front lines. Yeah. Cool off. Cool your jets.
Relax, man.
Right? The season's over. And Vardy wasn't playing either. I think he's struggled with injury, I think. And Fofana, Wesley Fofana, what happened at the start of the season, which ended their season really, was Fofana getting injured.
Yeah, day one.
Breaking his leg. He's been now, being eased back into the squad. This is the team that Everton played and beat, by the way. Yeah. This is the point. That Everton are now playing. Look, you can get lucky.
It was the same with Chelsea last week. It's like, that's bad Chelsea at the moment. In terrible form.
But you can get lucky by the end of the season now, like, they were involved in a long cup campaign. The season's over, nothing to play for. Yeah. And now Everton have everything to play for.
Yeah, the fixture list is so important.
Yeah.
It's such a roll of the dice of who you're playing and when.
It doesn't reveal itself till it happens. Yeah. It's like, oh, this Leicester team was checked out. Yeah.
Schmeichel was throwing the ball into his
man. Investigate Schmeichel while you're at it. Because that was, some of those saves were, well, how did he let that one past him? Yeah, 2-1 it finished. And Pickford at the other end was unbelievable, making unbelievable saves.
But that's the thing, we said that before, of like, the quality of each player at Everton. When they were going down, it's like, that seems mad that a team that good are going down. This is why. It's because all you need is one game and your really good goalkeeper saves 8 shots. Yeah. Whereas if you're at Burnley, you have a normal goalkeeper, it's not happening. You're going down.
I said Everton would go down in my absolute. That's not probably going to happen now, unfortunately.
I don't think so.
For me.
It's tough to go back to collapsing.
Yeah.
2 wins on the bounce and then you go back to not being able to win. That makes no sense.
Unless you're Burnley.
Burnley are just bad.
Burnley had a bit of a good run there. I don't know who they played. I think they played Watford, perhaps.
Yeah, they had the new manager bounce from Michael Jackson.
Well, it's all black and white now for Michael Jackson. You're going down.
Yeah, beat it.
Yeah, beat it, Burnley. You're going down. What did Michael Jackson songs there? It was not a thriller.
No, far from it.
What they lost? 3-0 to Southampton?
Yeah.
A team who are as wishy-washy as it gets.
A team you would forget are in the league, I think we've said before.
But they can get beaten 3-0 or beat someone 3-0 on
or
any given day.
9-0.
Yeah. No, sorry, it wasn't Southampton. It was Aston Villa, wasn't it?
Villa, yeah, sorry.
Because Danny Ings...
Southampton.
Danny Ings, the music celebration, the team he played 15 years ago. He played 15 years ago. My career for Danny Ings.
Yeah.
He was all right at Burnley. And then it was at that time when they're bringing in that English coefficient.
Yeah.
Financial fair play was wielding it, and people are like, "Oh shit, we better buy some English players."
Get him in.
They're buying Danny Ings. I think at the time it was on a free.
Yeah.
But if you're under 21, you had to pay some kind of
it's I know in Football Manager it's the thing you pay like commission to the club.
You had to pay some kind of compensation for losing one of your under 21 stars.
Yeah.
Long drawn out process. I'm like, no, we should get this from him. Like, he's only paid for Burnley, blah blah. He comes immediately as a cruciate. Never plays for Liverpool. I think he played a couple times, like never really played, and then that as he recovered from injury, it's like we don't actually need that coefficient rule. Financial fair play is bullshit.
Yeah, never mind.
Doesn't matter.
Get him and Nathaniel.
Danny Ings. Oh yeah, blast in the past. Get him the fuck out, will you?
Yeah, get him. Klein. You and Klein, pack your bags, pal.
Yeah, get those fuckers out of here, man. And look at him now. Never forgets where he came from. Burnley. So yeah, it looks like the three teams in relegation, right? Everton, Leeds, Burnley. Yep. What do they have in common?
I have no idea.
They all sacked their manager.
Oh yeah, desperately trying to cling on to staying in.
Yeah, except
it feels like this is the most managers sacked in a season I've ever seen.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, Watford did it twice, didn't they?
They always do it twice, man.
Yeah, and look how it's worked out for them.
Yeah. Speaking of Watford, actually, they are now also officially down.
Did you see the Hodgson stuff?
Yes, Roy Hodgson.
Unbelievable. A lap of honour for the Palace fans.
The Palace fans.
After relegating your club.
He enjoyed it so much the last time when he retired from football, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Went out on a high, got Crystal Palace settled in the Premier League. It's a good squad. And look at them now. You got Patrick Vieira coming in, maybe take the next level. Don't forget Roy.
Yeah.
And Roy hasn't forgot you. But yeah, apparently they were in Crystal Palace and they lost 3-1 or 2-1.
Yeah.
And that was like the game to make or break. They had to win that one.
Next loss, you're gone.
And went out with a whimper. I was watching Soccer Saturday. Clinton Morrison, big Crystal Palace fan.
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is terrible, Jeff. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life." And his team were winning. That's how abject a performance it was. And at the end, Roy Hodgson did a lap of honour and thanked the Crystal Palace fans for beating them.
I don't know. And then he did not go over to the Watford fans.
No, he just ignored them, gave them the cold shoulder.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Fuck you, Watford. Get the fuck out of the league.
I mean, he must have had a terrible time.
Yeah, I guess he just felt no love for that club in the 6 months there.
Because his whole thing is that what a lovely guy.
Bit of a COVID outbreak here. It's still rampant in this part of the world. Apparently 400 people were dying a day recently in Athens.
There might be no listeners this week.
And listen, I'm vaxxed and boosted, so I mean there was never any real danger, but it did fuck me up. Sunday evening we had the scare, and to be honest, I was looking for any kind of loophole, any kind of technicality to get off on it, because I was like, I cannot go to work. I can't leave the boys hanging. It's almost playoff season, all right? I can't not go in.
Don't be afraid to have dreams, because 4 years ago, I was as far away from this as you can imagine.
I literally couldn't concentrate on what I was saying. I was trailing off. I think I said, I don't know, man, about 7 times during the episode.
Was it all in the brain?
No, man, I was aches and pains. I had my calves, my arse, my lower back, just
sore arse.
I couldn't think straight at all, man.
They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that in the news.
Well, the glutes now, not any of the areas,
The bum hole.
Oh! They don't tell you that in the 6 o'clock news. After 9, they can mention this. After watersheds. But yeah, I'm over the worst of it now. I think I'm pretty good getting back. But I do have to go for Greek classes at 6. Fuck.
Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start.
Damn, I think we could do kind of a match today type roundabout all the games are almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we said we'll just pick 3, but I guess we didn't really watch those games. So it's hard to focus on them. We didn't watch them. The thing is, though, we have a double game week this week for your fancy managers out there.
Yeah, if you're still clinging on to
the
league.
I played the wild card this week. Yeah, I won because you only get 2.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize. You get one in January. I just obviously played in January, but I have the other one. Terrible so far. Yeah, no.
Too little, too late.
I brought in Schmeichel for one.
Oh no, I never bring in Schmeichel.
Didn't know he had money on the game, did I? Yeah, Salah captain, nothing. Mount didn't play. Madsen didn't play. Vardy played 24 minutes. Terrible.
Yeah. Beach football.
Beach league is on. But on Tuesday, we have Aston Villa Liverpool. Jared to cost Liverpool the title again. Is that the headline?
That'd be good.
If they lose that, it's all over. We got games Wednesday and then Thursday as well. Thursday, the big one, Spurs Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think I'll be in the pub watching that one.
Yeah, I think I'll go to that as well.
Nice. And then we'll do an episode Friday, recanting Arsenal's glorious return to St. Tottenham's Day.
At St. Tottenham's Day Champions League double.
No, it's not Champions League.
No, but like top 4.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
That's amazing. I could not imagine Arteta getting Arsenal back to top 4, even at the start of the season.
At the start of the season, their worst ever start to a season. You know,
and like it's the thought of Arsenal being in the Champions League, it seems so far away for so long.
Yeah,
it's like every transfer, they're like disaster, terrible idea.
Yeah,
it's all worked out
to the point at the start of the season when they signed Odegaard and Ramsdale, who've turned out to be okay. Just the initial action was like, "Wow, what these guys are terrible."
Ben White,
yeah, you know, which I guess is kind of they've been okay. Odegaard's been the standout. Like Jesus Christ, he's actually really good.
He was always like people have talked about him for years. He's done it for good reason.
But I mean, there's a simple system. Why players have been to Real Madrid? They're of a certain standard.
They don't mess up.
They don't mess it up. You know, they're good players. At one time or another, they were good players. Unless it's nice.
They'll at least have won the league.
They'll have something to them. You know. So yeah, we'll be back later on in the week.
Yeah,
I think for another episode. How many games have left? Game
3 for most clubs, I think.
3 for some, 1 for others.
One last game for Man United. Thank God.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. It's so bad.
No, honestly, that is nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been on that road before.
They're imposters.
I think to ask me, for my opinion, a little bit unfair. But in between that, there was drinks. Why are you talking rubbish?